Hi all, today is a Wednesday video, which means we're answering like forum questions and things that are commonly asked. And I saw this one on a forum, this was over on Reddit. And it's, how do I temper having too many ideas, / what's your process of elimination, if any? Okay, I'm going to cross this in several ways. First, having too many ideas. When you first get started in writing, you become an idea machine. You suddenly see ideas everywhere, you start pulling them down. An idea may not be a story to start with. It could be a scenario. It could be a scene. It could be something that's not really going to have enough meat on its bones to become a full story. So a story has to have a theme. It has to want to convey a message, not just be a series of actions that happen. A story wants to take the reader on a journey or take the viewer on a journey. It has to have a start, a middle and an end. So it's not just a scenario. It could be, well, I've got this great idea for a story of a guy who's the last person in a trapped sunken submarine and he's got to try to fight to get out. Okay, that's a scenario. So what's the story here? So, okay, fighting for his life, if you have all these sorts of things. Now think about the story you want to tell. Well, why are we interested in this guy? So someone's trying to survive. I got it. That's cool. Is that enough to have a full-blown story? Why do we care about this guy except that we want to see him survive and live? So that's a scenario. So and then you might have that, but is that all in his head? So it might not be a movie. You will begin to develop a way of saying, oh, well, that's a scenario. Does it go in all directions? So how did he get onto the submarine? What happens once he gets off the submarine? What caused the submarine to sink? Is there some cause and effect? Can we scratch? Can he just be a symptom of all the submarines sinking? Suddenly you begin to build out that one little scenario you've got into a story. But some scenarios just won't build themselves out to stories. They're scenes, they're just a thing, they're a concept. So start looking at these ideas you're having when they're coming in everywhere. I just write them down. And sometimes while I'm writing them down, I begin to go, oh no, this is terrible, this is never going to be a story. And I stop. Write them all down, get them out of your head. Once something's written down, you don't have to spend the energy to keep it in your head. Then look at it, if it's a scenario, does it have a pre, does it have a post? Does that scenario look like it exists in a world? Sometimes you'll write a character and you can tell a character was just created for right then and there. They didn't exist in the real world. They didn't exist before the story. They won't exist after the story. They don't exist in the real world. Sometimes scenarios are the same thing. Look at it and go, is there a world where that would actually exist? Okay, it's a futuristic world. It's a fantasy world. Fantastic. So in a fantasy world, what would sort of the government structure be? Why would this be allowed? If this guy does it, why doesn't everyone do it? And if everyone does it, what does that look like? Oh, okay, there's my story gone. It doesn't work anymore if everyone's doing this. Okay, if he's the only one, why is he the only one? Is that a story? Well, no, there's no real reason for that story. What does it tell us? What's the background of the story? Where did it come from? Where did it start? Where's it going to end? That's it. It's a Wednesday one. Quickly, thank you for everyone who's been doing this. Every comment helps, good or bad, doesn't matter. It all feeds the algorithm. So if you want to make a comment, and people will comment, huge amounts of comments out on the forums, like on Reddit and Facebook and stuff, where links to this is posted. But if you want to make those comments, you can make them back in here. It tells YouTube that you're valuing these things. Thumbs up, fantastic. Anything helps. 20% off for you guys if you want to use Write a Duet. And until next time, keep writing. Bye.